Hello everyone, welcome back to Beta Cards. And today I am back with another UA deck profile, and today I am going to talk about my Byakuya Ichigo deck. So this is the main deck I play right now. Well, not really play right now. I've been maining this. I've been playing Byakuya ever since he came out, but this is the first time I'm talking about him because stupid things, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and I recently got to trade Byakuya back. So today I'm gonna be talking about my build. This build, this is the Byakuya Ichigo build. I am gonna do a deck profile on the pure Byakuya build, and I'm also probably gonna do an updated Ichigo deck profile because I have switched up the Ichigo deck that I uh, made a deck profile on last time. But today we're gonna be focused on the mix of Ichigo and Byakuya. So let's get started. Whoop. So first and foremost, I run 4 copies of the Byakuya raid. So the Byakuya raid skill is when raid, remove 2 cards from your outside area, and your opponent's front line gets minus 1k. So Byakuya is more of an offensive kind of deck, while Ichigo is more of a defensive kind of deck. So this is why I mix the two, because Byakuya has a really good offense with the first skill, because anything that's problematic you can just wither them down. And then its second skill is active main once per turn. You remove 3 cards, negates impact. So it's basically like the start deck Ichigo, where the start deck Ichigo is like remove 4, draw 1, and gain impact. But this one is just a remove 3 instead of a remove 4. But on the downside, you don't get the draw. And Byakuya's last skill is when attacking, choose one of your remove 1 card from your outside area. Put it to remove area, and choose one of your opponent's frontline characters gets minus 1k. So this is what I say when Byakuya is a little more aggressive, where in that um he just withers away on your opponent's characters. Unlike Ichigo, where Ichigo is just, you would rather get the Ichigo raid from damage. Byakuya, you would want to actively raid this from hand. So 4 of that raid. Next, I do run 3 of the SR Ichigo, which is on play, remove any amount of cards from your outside, put it to remove area. Then for each card that you remove, choose one of your opponent's frontline characters, gets minus 500. So if you remove 8, which is 4k battle points, it gets retired. Um, like that. This is just here because you think about this as like a second, like a seventh copy, because I run 37 copy of your special. That's really it, because Byakuya kinda has a hard time removing stuff, and like having this here for extra removal is just a little bit better. The other option you can run in this slot if you want to play the pure Byakuya is Renji, where Renji is an on-raid remove 4, choose one of your opponent's front line characters, gets minus 3k. But I kinda like this better because it's still more flexible, because you can actually remove stuff with it. Next, as I said in my Ichigo deck profile, we run the staple of 4 of Rukia. So Rukia's ability is on play, draw 3, discard 2, and active main, discard a card from your hand, give one of your characters plus 500. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Accelerates your outside area. That's why you run 4. Next is the special I run is Byakuya special, which is it becomes a 1 AP cost if you have a Byakuya on your field. Then uh choose on activation, choose one of your opponent's frontline units gets minus 3k, and then the other skill is choose one of your opponent's frontline units gets minus 1k. So um it isn't a straight up retire, it's just you minus them the BP amount that is specified, but you can just target one. It doesn't say it doesn't say target other, it just says target one. So you can just choose one target for both of the minus abilities. So um I am thinking of running one of the Ichigo special, but I'm more comfortable playing that because again it makes playing the Ichigo raid a bit easier because that is like a minus, and then with the Ichigo raid it just becomes easier because I don't have to remove a lot. Next is I run 3 Rukia, so this is when attacking, draw 1, discard 1. Next we run the 4 of the Ichigo, that is when attacking it gains 1k. Next we run 2 copies of the active plus 3k that generates 2 energy. Next we run, so instead of running the Ichigo color, I run 4 of the Byakuya color. So its skill is on play, choose one of your opponent's frontline characters, gets minus 500. Then Savage Mandatory color when triggered, uh, choose a card from your outside area that's uh 2 cost, uh 1 AP cost and 1 energy cost, if I'm not mistaken, and call it to your outside. No, no, sorry. It calls a 1/1. Yeah, it calls a 1 AP, 1 energy cost to your front line. Next, very self-explanatory. 4 finals. Then next, 2 of the when active generating 2. 3 of Orihime. So on play mill 2. And then I run 2 copies of this. I forgot his name. But his skill is rest him, retire, choose a card from your outside, put it back to hand. Choose a character from your outside, put it back to hand. So this helps you recycle. That's why I run it, because getting your Brachias and Ichigos back from outside is really nice. Then for level zeros, I run 4 Rukia. Three Rukia, that is on death mill 2. Next is I run 4 Ichigo, which is an on trigger at the hand. Then I run 4 Byakuya, which is also another on trigger at the hand. So that's pretty much it. This is one of those decks where I really, really enjoy this deck because to me it kind of encapsulates how I like to play, which is it gives I have a good balance of control and like control, attack, and the ability to also play the long game or short game. But this deck doesn't really have the ability to play the long game that much because you can deck out fairly quickly, I'd like to say. But nonetheless, it's a very, very good deck in my opinion. The Byakuya Ichigo build, if I'm not mistaken, is still at tier 1.5. I mainly built this to counteract what's its name, Lantica, because Lantica is a big problem, and most of my other decks have a hard time dealing with Lantica. And personally, even the only deck that I saw that I've played so far that could stand up to Lantica is Lantica itself or Ichigo. But that's still a long shot, so that's why I decided to play it with Byakuya, since the Ichigo from the start deck is a remove 4, and again you do get a draw 1 and the impact, but I think you saving on one more card that you're supposed to put to your outside area is a little bit better, because this deck kind of eats the resource a lot, and a -1 for an impact isn't that bad. I mean, technically, it's still a remove 4 because usually you use the remove 1 to gain to -1 to minus another one 1k, but that prevents a lot of your opponent's characters from blocking because, like, if it's, let's say, something important that they need to use, then now they can't block with it. But yes, that's the end of the deck profile. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and see you next video.